And we are back! So, what do we play in this game? Woo! So many options. I don't know, maybe I'll go for a recurve, maybe I'll go for the tier. Let's just grab the tier. So, we're coming off the back of the previous game, where we finished first, playing very easy, almost a Mr. 100, full Kaiser Recon reroll build. Yeah, very, very smooth sailing. Demonstrate a few things with scouting, so if you want to go check that out, feel free. I called it Mr. 100 question marks. You know, clickbaiting on YouTube, but also wasn't quite there. Wasn't quite there. But that finished our placements. So off the back of our placements, we went 4 first places and 1 second place, which put us at silver 199 LP. So we'll see how quickly we can push up now that we're actually into proper ranked. I'll sort of talk through some things as I'm going there. I don't like this very much, and the reason why is I've got a pair here. I'm ditching that, but I also see the Renekton, and I kind of want the Ashe. But, yeah, we'll see. Okay, that's good. We might take out this. No, we're not gonna. So, the thing is, we can already play in. So, like, this is obviously good. This is obviously good. I don't think I keep hold of the Renekton, or at least I definitely don't keep hold of both. In fact, no. Do you know what? We're putting this in. Might feel like bait, but I feel like, given that we've had an early Annie and we've got 2 tiers, and with a Brawler's Glove, this is a very clear high potential for a Heart build. Oh, but then we pick up a Rising Spell Force. Ooh, I wish I could see my shop. I'm very tempted to play this build. I've only played it a few times. Oh, the thing is though, the Rising Spell Force build. Do I do it? Yeah, sod it, we're doing it. We're going to just collect, and we are going to put him in immediately. The only question is where. I guess here for now. This isn't a very good front line or a very good back line, but I quite like the idea of running the Rising Spell Force Ez, and if we can pick up any other underground, like particularly if we can pick up a Vi, this becomes a very nice sort of build-up team. The kill for now is just being a bit of a carry. We're going to pick this as an item carry. We're going to pick up the Gangplank. We could play this actually into the underground reroll build that I was saying about a few games back. And it doesn't do too badly here, because the Ez with the blue buff is very nice, especially with the Rising Spell Force, and because we play this as a full reroll, you get him to level 3, which is what you need to do. Let's see if anyone else has picked it up once this round ends. Really, I should have scouted this before, but not too interested in any of this. So he's going Ashe, he's going Lee, so he's probably going to go into a Supers build. He's going Sivir, he's going Vitality, he's just doing him, I guess. He's going Raiders Spoils, which isn't as committal into it, so he's probably not going to play anything too much more seriously. I think I put in the Gangplank here, though, because we don't really have a front line. I could have picked up this, but it's also one of these things where, technically, if you don't have Underground super early, it's not really worth picking it up, but it depends whether you're playing the Underground for big batches, as in big payoffs, or if you're playing the Underground just for early gold. And all I want the Underground for here is just for the early gold. I'm not fussed about trying to roll this into a super late transition, so the Alistair is very nice. this Renekton is very nice. The only problem is, how does it synergize? And the answer is it doesn't really. I think maybe we just put in this. This all feels just gross. Like, I probably shouldn't be holding on to these anymore, but because I'm not finding the undergrounds to then push the Ezreal, I just don't think it's necessarily worth me trying to force it in. Like, if we lose, right? But we've got two 2-star champs, one cost, but they are both 2 stars, which is quite nice. He does, though, have a very early Nyla. The thing is, though, what's deceptive is my Ez is scaling, right? So he will just keep on pumping up the damage. I just really need to find a Vi. Really need to find a Vi. We're going to scout about whilst this is ongoing. So he's got civilian recon mascots, not really much or anything. He's forcing a Jax build. He's playing Yuumi by the looks of it. What do I want? I want probably a recurve? Probably just want something from my front line here, to be honest. This is good. It's also a Lee, so I'm picking up one of my supers, and now I can transition in my Renekton. Renekton Lee. Oh, and there's a Sona, which is good. And a Kayle, although we don't actually play Kayle in this build. We do not play Kayle in this build. We are going to do this. Ugh. Just a bit icky, because we really want a Vi here, but we're going to sell off everything that isn't actually playing into the quote-unquote real build. We'll put... Question whether a Riven or a 1-star Lee with a chainmail is better, but we'll do this. We will do this. And now we save. The only thing that sucks though is that we don't have the underground in play. I would have really liked to have it. I could have put it in play by force, but because I don't have any like completed items to play in with it, it's a bit troll. I think actually I should sell out the Kayle here in favor of the Sona, so then we play less 1-cost champions. Yeah, in fact I think that's definitely the right play, and we also get the heart in play, so Ez is hitting even harder. I think that is indeed the play. It'd be really nice if we could find a Super's Heart, because then we can get rid of the Gangplank in favor of a 2-cost, which would be better for my front line. But this isn't bad. This isn't bad. Just a shame we haven't found a single Ezreal yet. But we want to hit a pretty quick 6 is our plan. Want to hit a quick 6, and then we're rolling at 6 for a long time. Because this Ez is just stacking on damage. Whoo! Kaboom! That was a 1-star Ez as well. This augment with supers becomes very fun. I guess we can just put the underground in play now. Although obviously on this round it's not really doing anything, but it's, you know, it's there. Whether or not we want to just put in maybe another brawler, like a Jax maybe. I mean, I'll hold it and see. But I don't know if a Jax is just innately more tanky than a Lee Sin. I don't think he is. I think Lee Sin shielding with the heart buff onto the Ez is just too good. I think it's way too good. And these are extremely good items for Ez. Extremely good. We basically just want this on him with the, well, with a Giant Slayer. Might be worth shoving a Bramble Vest on now to the Lee, but we will see. We pick up another GP. We are not going to heavy roll as yet, but we are going to slam this on the Ez. so that he's just pumping more out. Might be worth actually putting the BF on him as well. It's not necessarily the worst thing in the world. I think we sell the Jax though. The Jax isn't worth me holding on to. Like, I'm not doing anything with that Jax other than griefing other players. It's like I don't particularly care. This guy's doing something, not really sure what. I guess he's just got a bunch of threats, so fair enough. Does the S one-shot his Rammus? Boom! Oh, I really enjoy this build. This is such a fun Ez trait. I really, really, really enjoy this. The thing is, I don't know though if technically you're supposed to play this with a Giant Slayer or with something else. I think though that definitely I want some healing. Definitely I want some healing. I don't care much about Sunfire board because my Ez will start just one-shotting entire front lines, but the Ez needs some healing because I don't have space to give him any. The Heart Crest isn't of much value, so we pick this up, we're happy. It's a shame we haven't seen a Vi yet. We could really do with having seen a Vi. We're going to scout about a little bit. There's no Vi's there. No Vi's there. None there. None there. Wait, was there one there? There's one there. And none there. None there. And that guy's just going for a sort of... Is he playing a super Draven build? Is that what he's doing? Hard to say. Again, not going to think too much on it at this point. We're just taking the underground gold. We really need to get this as to 2-star though. I'm going to start slowly rolling. I'm not planning to mega roll just yet until we get to the next carousel, because I don't mind losing a couple here. Yeah, I definitely don't mind losing a couple. We pick up the Vi, which is nice, because then we can replace out this. And we have more of a front line. Although we do pick up the Kale again, even though we don't want the Kale. It's amazing that we haven't seen a single other Ez yet, but that is a-okay. That is a-okay. We are just going to keep this going as it is. Thing is though, like, I am somewhat forcing this a little bit because I didn't pick up the early undergrounds, which does suck quite a lot. But sometimes, you know, you're just not going to get the initial start that you particularly want, but you pick up a very strong augment. Like, this augment is just so good. Like, if you get this actually working, like, as soon as I get a level 2 Ez, the power spike I have is crazy. And if I can pick up this, even better. If I can pick up though even something which gives me more mana for the Ez, it also isn't bad. Can I pick this? Yes, I can. I don't get why people do stuff like that, where they like kind of make out that he was going to go for it and then it isn't, but hey, each to their own. Each to their own. I think I'm going to roll down a little bit here because we want to try and pick up at least some of the Malphites. It was this guy, wasn't it, who's already got 3 of them? 4 of them. He has 1 on his bench. But that's okay. Want a Lee. How did we pick up a Zone already? How on earth have we managed that? I just want an Ez. Just give me an Ezreal. Jesus. Ezreal's in short demand these days, apparently. We will give a Bramble to Lee Sin, I guess. Because we're not going to poach this off now. It's a shame that this Galio came in like this, because it's pulling my Ez's damage away from his front line. Because now I think my Ez is about to one-shot his front line. Near enough, yeah. And this is still a level 1 Ez. He is big. He is very big. quickly cut and run. And then we keep this in case we can get a Giant Slayer again. There we go, finally, right. So now I'm a bit comfortable. I was not comfortable having the 1-star Ez. The 1-star Ez felt very insecure. I know it's not the best odds at level 5, it's better for me to be at level 6 and try and push for level 2s, but I'm also trying to pick up gangplanks, and the fact that I haven't really found any is a bit sus, but that's okay. The thing is, any 1-star front lines are going to get one shot by my Ez, so... Ez should just heal enough here, I think. It depends whether or not he gets his ulti off. Woohoo! Once he starts slamming in the supers as well, which currently he doesn't have. The really I should actually already have some supers in play. I'm actually trolling a bit by not having the mascot in. Yeah, I'm definitely trying a little bit. We are getting very unlucky though with what we're finding in this. Because we really haven't found too many. Like, he's got brawlers, sure. So like, I'm not looking for the Vi's yet, but he's only got 1 Vi. This guy's playing Star Guardians. This guy's only got 2 of the Malphites. Don't know what the hell that guy's playing. He's got some of the GPs though. This guy's where most of the Malphites are at, so that's 7 of them. So he's got 7, I've got 2, 9, and the other guy had 2, right? So it's not like there's a lot of them taken out of play here. At least not relatively. You would think I would be able to find more, particularly of my own Ezreals, but you know, it be what it be. We aren't going to keep hold of the Sona, that's for sure. Not for the immediate term. We are probably going to just shove some more tankiness onto my front line, because they're getting a bit blasted. Oh, yikes. Thankfully we took a healing augment for the Ez. Does Ez one-shot it now? Yeah. Sorry, that's just funny to me. Just the amount of lockdown on the Ez, and the Ez are just refusing to die. Ooh. We don't want high-end shopping. Stand United doesn't really do a lot for us, but the Prismatic Augment really screws our build quite a lot. Because we aren't going to get the opportunity to really power up a lot here. So I think we just put the supers in play now. And we start trying to push up our 3 stars is the plan. We really need to try and oh my gosh, the fact that I'm pulling so many of these though. In fact, we might just roll a couple more times, try and find the GP. Yeah. That's not a bad player. Now we're level 6 with the GP, which is nice. I mean, it was a bit lucky, but, you know, you take your luck where you can get it. We do also have a Bloodthirster for some potential frontline shenaniganry. Get your Yuumi reroll out here. It's all about the Ez reroll these days, baby. The fact we've only found 4 Ezreals, though, that's super troll. Super troll. And I had to pick up, unfortunately, my Ezreal from my Augment, which means that I'm not going to have very good odds at trying to 3-star him when you kind of need to. I think here it's fine for me to use these, because I can pick up some decent Augments. The Civilian Emblem is actually really nice, as is the Recon. But whether or not the Recon does enough, I kind of don't just play the Civilian. I think the Civilian Emblem here on the Sona is nice. And then, oh, we also get the Recon Emblem. Sure, why not? Shame I don't have the Ace Emblem. But the Recon emblem is definitely worth me putting on the Sona. Definitely, definitely. This Ezreal's damage. Oh, these... I'm telling you, I was saying this in a few videos ago, how two of my favorite comps to play is Underground Reroll Supers and Kai'Sa Recon Reroll builds. And this is exactly why I like this particular build. It is just utterly hilarious to me. Now, the thing is, I might have overstacked my Sona, and maybe I should have put the Recon onto the Gangplank, because it also gives you range. But I think because Ez just does so much damage here, I don't think I actually need to do anything else. I really don't. I think just picking up, even just putting a Shojin on the Sona here is really good. We aren't going to do that. We're just playing still to try and roll out our Ez's. And all we're looking for is Ezreal's. I mean, we're basically just looking for all the 2-star units that we've got. The only question here is whether or not I should slam a Shojin. I don't think it's worth it for me right now. I really, really don't think it's worth it. We aren't really scouting a lot. This guy's got an egg. Ugh. That's big. That's very, very big. Thankfully, my Sona's a recon, so she's just running away from the Zed. Which is kind of funny to watch, but hey. Oh, he moved. He moved. Oh, if he didn't move out of the way, I think I would have just one-shot 4 of his front line, but that's fine. The Zed does screw up. Let me cut and run here. The Ez does screw me up a little bit. In a funny way. Because he just forces my units to run away. And so they end up not casting sometimes when I need them to, but... we weren't looking for the Malphites, but we got the Malphites. We were trying to find Ezreals, is what we were looking for. Question is this BF worth anything really to me? I do not know. I don't... Innately, I don't feel like it is worth me taking this. This fully rolled down. Well, he's not actually fully rolled down. He's actually still sticking up quite high. I need to scout around after the Aurelian Soul, or on the Aurelian Soul, to see what's still up. So he's playing just pure duelist, so fine, don't care. He's just playing threat, fine, I don't care. He's playing recons, so he's got 3 of my Ez's, but that's it. Then he's playing brawlers, and he's got 8 of the Vi's, and he has nothing of mine at all. Yeah. Okay. Really desperately looking for an Ezreal here. A tier is very good. Very, very good. But I desperately need to find an Ezreal. Desperately. We can sell off the Sona. But actually, let's sell it off for better odds. Wow, don't find a single Ez. Now, question here, do we want to put in on the Malphite? And I think the answer is no, but it's just very unlucky that we didn't manage to find any more Ezreals here. And it's also unlucky at the start, but I did somewhat force this comp, so if I get a 5th place here, I just deserve it. I just don't think I had many other options, and because there's so many Vi's out of play here, I don't think I have a good alternative either. I mean, I can try and force push to have 2 Ezreals potentially. But whether or not that's worth actually doing is a different question. And now we're just in this predicament where we don't have any particular. I think we need to pump in the Lee. We're going to give Lee a Bloodthirster just for more tankiness, which feels a bit scuffed, but it's the best we're going to do, I think. Unfortunately, this might be a 6th place finish even, but it's what you get when you play a super roll down like this. But hey, the fact that he's managed to hit a 3-star Jax before I found even half of my team is unreal, but you know. It be what it be. It be what it be. Oh, Sona. Yes, Sona. Good girl. Nah, bad girl. Does this kill me? No, I just survive. Just survive. What are we looking for? Vi for sure. Oh, Ez more for sure. I think we're gonna sell this. Yep. Whether or not this does enough, I do not know. But we are going to find out, I guess. I might have awkwardly bunched my units a bit too much here, but... yeah, it just sucks that we didn't manage to find the Ez. Really, you need, like, this is not a negotiable, you need a 3-star Ez to make this work. Unfortunately, has like a mega cock blocking team to me, but it is what it is. We'll take a 6th place. We will take one. The lesson here is just be luckier and you'll play better. Oh, I almost got 5th, which would have been nice, but hey. Anyway, quick loss is what it is. But cheers for watching. Peace.